Hello everybody, Poncianinho speaking. It is Thursday, 12th of November 2020. I just want to make this very short clip before the class. So I'm actually going to upload the class that I did this morning, and I thought there was some things that are really interesting, that goes quite deep into my passion. It goes quite deep into, I don't know, my style, let's say, or the style that I like moving and that I've been developing for a while. Okay, before that, I want to say thank you so much for everybody who's been really supportive in this channel. It really does make a difference, guys. I did not understand in the past, but now I do. It is important that you comment, it is important that you share and that you like, because then the videos more likely go around more, and that's going to be very helpful for me. Okay, so if you're enjoying these classes, if you're enjoying this channel, that's one of the ways to help out. Obviously, some people have been making donations, and I'd like to really send you with all my heart, thank you so much. I've been 6 months of classes now uploading, and it has been really effective. A lot of people giving me wonderful feedbacks, telling me that has supported them so much. Believe you me, I'm not saying any names now, but believe you me, all those messages count. Okay, thank you so much for your lovely warm comments and for your donations as well. Okay, but please enjoy the classes, train. That is the best that you can do, is to really practice well and to make your notes and to get into the nitty-gritty of it, because that's the moment now that we're living. Most of us are still in lockdown, most countries, definitely in England, and it's the time to really spend it with these things, with the soloist, becoming the soloist. Very, very soon we shall be back into our wonderful rodas and spaces and really be able to interact again and then engage with other people. So 3 things very quickly about the class for you to consider. One is the idea of speed and how speed can be so important. Now, it is very obvious once it's said. It's like, of course, his speed is really important, but I want you to see how speed can really affect some of the behavior of the body, okay? And also, I was talking about the hand. Now, the hands are, if you study a little bit of body language, obviously we understand the hands express a lot and express how we feel when we talk or when we cross or when we're angry. But at the hand, what happens in capoeira is when you're quite tense, you tend to tense your hands, and we don't realize that. But then it creates a snowball effect, because then your hands become tense and that tension goes back to the body. And sometimes you're playing in a way, or you're doing things in a roda that is not entirely your fault only. Maybe the initial it was, but then it becomes a snowball effect, kind of a loop of tension that creates in the body, and it's hard to break from that. Okay, so I haven't actually necessarily in this class spoke about this so much, but I spoke about how a position of the hand in rasteira affects the rest of the body. So that's an interesting part there. The other part that is interesting, this is the one that goes quite deep into my passion. This is something I write, something I talk about, something I teach my students all the time. You will see when I do the benção, the chapa, how I exaggerate in the chapa. And then the idea is that I harvest that energy and I can transform into something else. Hopefully you'll be able to see throughout the class, especially in the end with the sequences, you'll be able to see how something that was once a kick is no longer a kick, but it becomes something else. So that beautiful spin you see in the end, it's not just a spin of a dancer. It's a dancer in the sense that we are dancers, but in the sense that comes from the chapa, comes from the kick, and is now no longer a kick, but is now a flourishing. You can almost see the danger of the kick there. I switch the hand, and the behavior of my hand, by having this holding movement like that, will influence the rest of my body. It will change your rasteira. So I want you to go boom, and then the arms are here. Now lean backwards and then sweep the leg. So we're then getting this here, okay? So it's very much like, watch this point here, very much like if I'm gonna throw this behind. You see? And then, whoa, it gets pulled. Okay? So let's see that, guys. I want you to ginga, and then I want you to go touch, touch, rasteira, come back with chapa, and ginga, ginga. Then you, vambora, dois, rasteira, come back with chapa, and ginga. I'm just gonna say that again. We're gonna use that movement for the bananeira now. So the posture
It's the same as before. Now, as you can see, I'm taking some of the momentum away so I can clear the technique. But obviously the beauty of the movement will be there when we can bring the momentum back. Then you dance through the positions. But for now, it's really appropriate to take away the momentum and to just work on the technique. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We go to that low posture again. Remember? My hands, guys, just go here. And then I'm going to kick like this movement here. So now it's a bananeira. From here, we go up, down. Only 5 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch side. Deep lunge. Your hands are down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift the body. Very good. Oh, your Benson. Think about that. You're not hiding anything here. I want you to really show from the word go. I want you to show what you're going to do. When in the back, you show the best, okay? So let's go. Ginga. When you get to here, guys, for advance, I want you to think that there is kind of a stop in between that makes your body just kind of vibrate. You're not moving just like that. You're sort of vibrating in this stance. So I want you to think about this, look. And then sweep, and then kick. And remember the hand. The hand will influence so much. This hand has to, and make it big. And ginga. Okay? Let's see that. How I'm thinking about this now is how speed has such an important effect in movement. For example, the way you guys are going here now, really embracing that. A point I want to make about that, when you start to really master that, that energy is there to be transformed. So perhaps because you're now becoming very expressive here, maybe you go there and then you cannot do the kick and then you do something else. So it's like, this is the movement, but because you have enhanced so much the qualities, literally by exaggerating, you can now embrace the quality and take somewhere else. So maybe you're gonna go here and then you're not. And then you go here. And I think this is really key for development of capoeira in many ways, and really key to understand this magical science behind. And then in another way, when you do the chapa, then when I told you to bring the leg a little quicker, which you guys are now going here, I thought of Mestre Canjiquinha and how Mestre Canjiquinha used to kind of do this, all this stuff here. And he's only doing that because of the speed. That's the point. He's only doing that because of the speed. He's not doing this, look. He's going, you know, so for beginners. So the first idea is that I change just here, and that's perfect. I change just here. But the second idea is that I change up here. So I'm getting a little higher, and I'm changing the leg here. So then I start to get into this scissor-like movement. Let's try that. And if you can go more. 2, 3. 1, 2. That was only 2 of me. I haven't woken up yet today. Let's try. 1, 2. The other positive thing I think there is that no movements are wasted in capoeira. I know this sounds, again, quite philosophical, and it is, and it perhaps sounds very optimistic, just trying to help people to feel better. I promise you it's not. If you play capoeira for a while, you understand how no movements are wasted. Now, some movements may be less beneficial to you. For example, if you fall bad and you hurt yourself, that is not good. I'm not saying that's good, but even that is not wasted, because obviously you're going to learn massive lessons on there. Once you recover and you get yourself better, you're going to study why did you fall bad. Absolutely. So I really think that no movements are wasted, even when you do bad. And in fact, if you talk to a lot of really good capoeiristas and you ask them how do they discover some things that they discover, do you know one of the top answers, it's when they make a mistake. They discover something else. Capoeira is full of beautiful mistakes. So what I'm saying there is this. If you are doing the bananeira and you're not upright and you felt like you couldn't do that, that is not wasted. Now, you're going to aim to go to the bananeira, absolutely. But you're learning, for example, if someone comes to give you a cabeçada, it's not about balancing there, it's about bringing the leg fast. So that mistake, quotation marks everywhere, that mistake may really work in your favor. So we can have an optimistic approach to failure. Yeah. Instead of the benção now, I want you to use this energy and take into a handstand. Really harvesting the energy that you create. Let's go here. Yeah. Let's go. I got something else here, guys. At the end of the bananeira, come back up, narrow stance, kick the armada. So this is what it looks like, look. You go boom, boom, ah. Really prepare, look. Preparation, boom, and kick. Okay? Let's go. By the way, I've got something else at the end. I'm going to show you straight away, okay? Make that preparation really big. So when you go here, bam, bam, whoom. I want to see that fall. And the back leg is the kick. So this stay, look. So if you're turning your direction here, by the way, there's two things you can do. You can go on this leg, or you can step on this leg. Okay? Then here, if you land here, your kick is here now. Okay? Now I've got something else at the end here. So when I kick, I land behind, and then I go into a lovely rolê from here. Lovely rolê. Yeah. So I go boom, here. If you cannot do this rolê, then just swing. But the idea is to go up, down. Can you see that? Up, down. Here. This is the full sequence. Here. Da, da, boom. same leg. Let's go. What you are all forgetting is the tiger's claw. No one is giving me the tiger's claw. Everybody's going, Pa, I want to see here. Whoa. Whoa. Woo. Yeah. And then go forward. Let's go. I'm going to show you two ways, because there is a way to kind of learn this, which is to come down in the lines that make sense. But and then I'm going to show you what I was doing, which may be where I got a little confused. So the way it makes sense, it's when you come back from here. So I'm facing this way. That means I'm going to change my direction, and then I'm going to go 1, 2. Let me just show you one thing. A rule of thumb here is to go step, and then you're going to land on the same leg that you took off. Just like in this drill, you land on the same leg. So once you've got that, bum, bum, bum. So my armada will be the opposite of where I started. Okay?
Yeah.
But what I was doing is this. I'm spinning here. Then when I step, look what I'm doing here. I'm just changing the angle of the hand. So I am in the same direction, Julia, but instead of this, I'm doing this, look.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking more than, it's the same as if I said to you, imagine if when we trained this, I said, right, now instead of this, can you do this?
Yeah.
Which is actually, you've just gave me an idea, it's a fantastic drill, look. You change direction, but you come back to the same place. That's actually a really good technique. So, just to clarify, I go here, then I go here, or I go here, then I go here. Now here, when I jump, now I can change the direction again, look. Here.
Okay, thank you.
And this is nice as well. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, fantastic. Can you give me another 2 minutes, everybody?